Hello YouTube, Alex Scorpio here once more, here to simply say that the Vanoss crew are flip-floppers on everything from morality and integrity, two things that they massively lack. Proof being, of course, Wildcat and his old 2013 tweets, which he, of course, has since deleted, but Keemstar has a link to some Drive documents, and I also have that, so I'll have that under the video. Wildcat, of course, is also a mass hypocrite, considering that he likes to say that Ohm is stupid, makes brain-dead content. Ironic coming from someone like him, when he is also a YouTube gamer, and gamers make brain-dead content. You're screaming at a computer screen for what reason? Just to seem like you're intimidating when you're not. And of course, he apologizes every week. We may only see it monthly based on some videos, but let's be real here. He has to apologize for his blow-ups every week. It's hilarious now. Him, during the whole drama between him and Ohmwrecker. Well, he acted like a guilty person. Everything that he did, from the tweets and everything, he looked guilty. He went and deleted his responses that Ohmwrecker was responding to, trying to make it look like he was being harassed. And if he didn't do what Ohm had ended up bringing up he was accused of, well, then he's just naive and foolish by continuing to play with the Vanoss crew after what they had done to him. They are not good friends. You don't pull what they did, and they apologize every year, and he hasn't forgiven them. Basically, they're self-manipulating themselves for the money, which is all they care about. And then on Marcel, he's all about the money. Basically, does not actually care about people. He doesn't care about dealing with bullying and harassment, considering the fact that that's exactly what he'll do during a game, on Twitter, just like he did in 2013. They haven't changed, people. Read the old tweets, read current tweets. There is no difference in attitude. Now, many of you will be thinking at this point, if not even at the beginning of this video, oh, Ohm fanatic. Which, of course, you will, no matter what. Especially with Wildcat's dumbass saying that I was manipulated by the Ohmwrecker the first time they had drama. No, you moron. I watched your content. Everything Ohm had said about you being toxic and terrible was accurate. But on to Ohmwrecker, who has issues of his own. He, like me, has issues of letting things go. He also has a problem of bringing private stuff out into the public. It needed to stay private, absolutely. And he does, like the others, take things too far. Last but not least, a primary focus of the crew is Brian himself. He is a liar, and he can't read. As Ohm had made a tweet asking why Brian wouldn't say anything when the mail accusations had come up. Many of you thought that he said that Brian knew. Ohm never said that nor implied that. What he implied was Brian was a hypocrite when Brian would complain about the Catholic Church not saying anything about the sexual assault problems. He, of course, is a hypocrite himself in the fact that he will cause drama when he claims he doesn't. He made an entire 11 minutes and 2 seconds of him talking about Ohmwrecker when people were asking, hey, why don't you have him on the Minecraft server? Well, all he had to say, rather than spend 11 minutes talking some shit, was, we're going through some personal bullshit, we might not ever play with each other again, however, don't let that deter you from watching any of our content. Just keep doing that, don't worry about what's going on in our personal lives. That's what he should have done, but he wouldn't do that, because that's not how the Vanoss crew rolls, whatsoever. Others, chill to chaos. A fucking idiot with his saying to Delirious, you've always been kind to me, and that almost holding a conspiracy over his head. You had evidence showing that you didn't do any of these sexual assault allegations accused on you, Chilled. If he was over your head, you did that on purpose, or you did do it. There is no in between. And again, they're all hypocrites. I was hypocritical during the whole drama thing. I was calling people dumbasses and all that sort of shit. But one thing that I still stood by, and continue to do so, is that every single one of them was stupid, should not have happened whatsoever. And of course the Vanoss crew would defend the people who they love like a cult, because that's just what humans do for whatever the reason. And of course, they are all self-manipulators. They're manipulating each other by playing with each other. Let's not forget that Brian went and blew up on Jiggly playing that GTA remote car game, and Brian was the fuck up. He get hit by Jiggly, and he yells at Jiggly for something that was Brian's fault. Jiggly leaves, and Brian says, fucking good. They are not friends. Their tweets, their actions, how they do things show it. That's not how friends do things. Yes, friends mess around with each other. Best friends mock each other. But there's a limit. When they do something fucked up, they call the person out. That's not what they do. They instead choose to stay silent. You don't stay silent when somebody fucks up. You call them out. You speak up against it. Even if you didn't know. Because as soon as you do know, you have to say something. You were that person's friend, and you failed to pay attention.